you. on the backcourt. Then it's Drexel Carrington and Miles Thunderstone, along with the big man, MP. And the players on the floor, obviously the best of the best for their age group.
And there's a high likelihood that at least one major star is coming out of here, maybe even more. There's just so much talent on the floor. It's sure going to be fun to watch them show off here tonight.
Now MP sinks the tray. And the big name for the Nike EYBL team is Ice McCall, currently ranked 19th in the nation on the 2K U250, and for good reason.
Rarely melts down. McCall is a terrific shooter, and he can also create for others. He gives you the event and can create as well as anyone else in his class. Ice is the guy to watch.
Oh, wheeling that one in for two. Some ice in the veins of McCall. Pun intended.
And that one's good from MP.
What an advantage that he brings to this offense. Being able to drain that three ball, it really can extend a defense.
Robinson, Stone defending. Now it's McCall inside. Carrington's there. And Tyson McCall again.
And McCall, he's so poised and close. You can't allow him to get comfortable like this.
From deep, it's MP. And another three for the WCBL.
What a performance here. It seemed like every three he's going to shoot is going to fall. He's totally in the zone.
And this game has a bit of a different feel than other All-Star games.
Well, every one of these kids wants to show that they're the best. So that means there's going to be a lot of effort being put in on both sides of the floor.
Lets the three fly. Knocks it down from distance.
He's having a field day from beyond the arc.
Quick note to the defense. Feel free to get a hand up. Someone might want to actually guard him.
Black, Moore covering. Pass to Cologne. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer's offline. The West All-Stars leading this one. And here's MP on the outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
I'd like to paint a picture here because his shooting chart is beautiful. Lots of good shots all around the floor.
Outside, Robinson kicks it to Johnson. Outside for McCall. The UIBL, no good that time either. You look at the roster of these teams, one thing that jumps out at you is the wide range of places these kids are from. You've got guys from all over the country, from major cities and rural towns that you've never even heard of.
It's one of the great things about basketball. Talent can be found anywhere in the basketball world, and this game is a great reminder of just that.
And here's MP on the outside. It's good for the seventh time tonight. He's perfect 7 for 7.
Plain and simple, they're shooting the ball much better than the opposition right now.
Yeah, their offense just looks smoother, getting whatever shot that they want out there.
Now here's Johnson, and it's off from three-point range. Now MP, the outside leaner, and again, the West All-Stars score.
Their offense has been on an absolute tear. They're simply overpowering the opposition and taking this game right now.
100%. We'll see if they can manage to keep this up.
And you look at that level of play and the upside for most of these players, this has been an especially gifted class that we're seeing here.
And you think back to some of the all-time great NBA draft classes, 84, 03. I mean, with all the talent we're seeing here, this class could be on those levels.
Kicks it to McCall. MP with the block. The three, and the West hits it again from deep. And being named to one of these rosters is quite an achievement in of its own.
Yeah, we can't emphasize enough that this is the best of the best playing here. The Nike EYBL is the top circuit in the world. Everyone from there is a top prospect, and I'm sure that it'll be true for many of the players from the WCBL as well.
Cologne can't hit.
And you can't ask for a better look. It was almost too open from that time around.
From deep, it's MP. Knocks down the triple.
Tremendous half from downtown. He's been locked in since the moment he stepped out on that floor.
Outside, McCall. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. MP high post. Johnson on him. And that one's good from MP.
Offense and defense have really come together for them, helping to strengthen this lead.
They've taken absolute control of the action. Other team needs to get something going if they want to stay in this thing.
Now a timeout called by EYBL. And the West All-Stars making a change here. Outside, Black. Returns it to McCall. The three ball. Moore cleans up the glass.
There's no rhythm or flow in their offense right now.
While on the flip side, their opposition is on fire. Got to stop this run somehow.
And how about the selfless play of Stone? He's just so egoless out on the floor.
Now here's McCall, guarded by Carrington. Kicks it to Johnson. Schroeder, that's in, coming off a nice assist from Jonathan Lack.
Yeah, and they'll take that shot anytime they can get it.
MP up top. Yep, that one goes.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
And the EYBL All-Stars with possession here. Here's Perchumpsey, MP with the block. Shoots a fader, and good, hitting the back iron and falling.
Shooting it so efficiently right now. He's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half.
McCall on the wing. Fires from the corner. Rebound goes to the WCBL. Outside, MP. And the WCBL again with the bucket.
What a performance. This kind of hot streak doesn't happen all too often.
It is very seldom. And while the defense scrambles, we can sit back and enjoy.
MP with the block. 3-on-3. From deep. Hits the trifecta.
His three-point shot has been so pure, just draining one after another.
Looking to end the run. And it's laid in by Perchumpsey.
That's the strategy. Give Perchumpsey the ball and get out of the way. This big man knows what he needs to do inside.
The drive by MP. And he banks in the layup.
That is poor defensive awareness. He's one guy you don't want to give any space to.
Johnson with the rock. Outside, Lack. Perchumpsey. McCall outside. Off target with the three.
Things have really gone south for him here.
Yeah, he can't buy a bucket. Not easy to shake off a cold streak like this.
From deep, it's MP. Lack pulls it down. And so it's the EYBL with it. It's McCall on the wing. Finds Schroeder. Now here's Johnson. Gets the three ball to go.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And MP gets it to go.
What handles? He broke down the D, down all the way to the ground with that move.
Yo, watch him.
Outside, it's Johnson. There's the screen. And here's Lack for three. And so we got a pretty lopsided affair through the first half. The West All-Stars out in front, running away with it, and will return right after this break. Thanks for joining us as we start up the second half of this exciting matchup. The best talent on display here in this one. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds in time. Cologne on the outside. Kicks it to Johnson. Here's Lack. For three. Buries it from three-point range. And what a special experience this game must be for these up-and-coming stars.
I hope they're able to just take it all in and enjoy everything involved in this game. Just being here is a huge accomplishment, regardless of the outcome. This is something that'll stick with them for the rest of their lives. That is some quick payback.
There is nothing, nothing more satisfying for a player than an immediate answer back with the 3-ball.
Now here's Johnson. He has 6. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer. And that one comes off the assist from Robinson.
Good find by Robinson. Showing off a little. That's a nice passing game.
MP. And the WCBL again with the bucket.
He's the leading scorer in the game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Outside, Robinson. Cologne. Back to Robinson. Stay there. Here's Johnson. Rebound goes to the WCBL.
Some tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother him on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
How about that feed? Most young players do 1 or 2 things well, but Carrington, he can do a little bit of everything.
Now here's McCall. He's got 8 in this one. Kicks it to Johnson. Lack for 3. Offensive board. McCall, good.
The thing about McCall, he's so active. You have to account for him every moment he's on the floor.
Here's MP. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim and in.
Not a smart shot to take.
Shoots the 3. Stone! And then Stone with the dunk. And as accomplished as Miles Stone is on the court, you wouldn't guess that by meeting him. He's the most laid-back player you'll ever meet.
Yeah, it's funny. He's relentless out there in the post, backing guys down, dunking all over them with authority, and bringing the thunder. But talk to him off the court, and it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Just a very laid-back and chill kid.
MP, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's a perfect up and under there. That's textbook.
And so it's the EYBL with it. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Miles Stone, what a defensive effort there. MP with it. He's against McCall. And it's good for 2.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
And so it looks like EYBL All-Stars will retain possession here. A big substitution coming up here for the WCBL.
Help me out! Perimeter!
An intentional foul committed, but both teams deciding to change it up. Timeout called by the EYBL. Here's Prachumsky. And he commits the intentional foul.
I have no idea why he's fouling there. Maybe there's a little bad blood between these two.
Maybe that could be it. That's about the only explanation that I've got. And even then, it's not a really good one.
And they go to the intentional foul. On defense, the West. And so they choose to intentionally. Outside, MP. Count it from distance.
You believe you've scored more than half the points? That's a major contribution right there.
And you look at the production of these two stars between MP and McCall, it's been all MP so far.
For all the hype we've heard about McCall's offensive ability, it's been MP putting on the show. He's come out of nowhere, and he's outshined one of the top recruits in his class.
Now MP. Five on the clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. And now Johnson. Pass to Cologne.
The block, the block, the block.
The tray gets it to go from long range.
They probably wish this run came earlier.
At least they are showing some signs of life, something they can build on going forward.
Here's MP. And again, the West All-Stars score.
And this little run pretty much puts the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, these last few scores have helped shut the door. Great job to close out the game.
Count that one.
This is what makes McCall such an enticing prospect. His ability to effortlessly take over games with his scoring is so impressive.
And the WCBL again with the bucket.
It looks pretty, but he doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that open.
Cologne on the outside. McCall. And the foul is... So MP and the rest of the West Coast All-Stars really showcasing their talent.
All right, we're here with MP. MP, big win for you guys as a WC. Okay. But the matchup, everyone was
turning into a really exciting scene.
well,
Hey!
there he is.
Hey! The man of the hour.
Hey, what's good, Tyson?
Okay. I'm a big believer in ripping the Band-Aid off.
Bonjour, it's me, MP, and I'm coming to you live from France. And this is the very first episode of Out of Bounds, the web series that takes you.
And go! Let's move! Let's move!
Strong. No!
Left side help. Here we go. Oh, come on. Conditioning is not optional, people. All right? Okay. We're going to work on sideline out-of-bounds plays, a staple of late-game offense. These have to be executed to perfection to be successful. Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Move it up!
All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay. Look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, but bro, these practices are killing me. Oh, God, these Euro dudes, I don't get it. They love to hack, and somehow the conditioning programs are even crazier.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you do look a little rough. You feeling all right?
I'm a little beat up, to be honest with you, and I'm extremely sore, but I gotta find a way to push through it.
Yes, sir. It's just an adjustment. You be all right.
Yeah, just You know, this kind of stuff, just make sure we keep it off of socials, all right?
No, of course, man. We in this together. We only gonna show the world what you want them to see.
Yeah, that's good.
What's
Xander,
up?
I need help up.
I got you.
Yep.
Oh! Yes, sir.
Gosh.
And a twilight view of the skyline of Paris, casting its reflection on the River Seine. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Suniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer.
And so off the tip, it's Nanterre.
And a lot of great talents on the floor in this one, but the big name has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Lambert, shot is good.
Well, everybody knows that Lambert can do work outside, but what you might forget is he's got no trouble scoring inside as well.
And he makes that one. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
And about 1 minute gone in the first quarter. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good aggressive play by MP, taking it up inside and refusing to back off because of the contact.
And the jam by Lambert. And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Now here's Marchand. Here's Peltier. And Peltier with the slam.
Look at the two guard getting up there. Frankie Peltier showing off his hops.
Fades and shoots. And MP again. And first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Peltier. Lambert. Kick out to Chauvet. Peltier covered by Portier. Screen by Lambert. Peltier outside. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, this is the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Now here's Chauvet. Marks up top. Unloads. Yes, and a nice assist from Chauvet.
Great job getting the ball to the right guy there. Chauvet showing what a good facilitator he can be.
Outside Illich. Portier. And here's MP from the arc. Another three for Paris.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such great length. He can just rise up and create separation for the three.
There's the lob to the hoop. And the jam by Marks.
And he pulls off the Houdini act to then catch it and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd stunned at the sight of that.
Now, something that's interesting, you kind of think about, is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Man, Chauvet was just calling for that one. He was confident in that shot.
Here's MP. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Nanterre trailing. Pass to Lambert. Offline with the three. Here's Paris. And here's MP from the arc. Good on the three-point shot.
Whoa, that was some serious range from MP.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Marchand. Back to Marks. Second shot opportunity. Rejected by MP. Jacks up a three. Oh, no good trying to beat the buzzer. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 6. And welcome back as we get set to start the... And Paris FC basket, call time. Paris with the lead. And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy, how to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. And it's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Lambert can certainly hammer it home, especially when he's given ideal positioning.
And here's MP from the arc. Rebound by Nanterre.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss that sort of look very often.
Three-pointer Chauvet. A rebound by Vasseur. Pass to MP. Launches a three. Hands it from downtown.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
And here's Lambert. Covered by MP. Nice! 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt. Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's.
Here's Lambert. And Lambert with the slam.
I don't know that that is the type of flair you want to see in this type of game. In a close game, the important thing is 2 points, not the dramatics.
Ah, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess it was nice.
Yeah, and I mean, I certainly can't fault him for it, although maybe I would have if he'd missed it.
Now here's Marchand. Vasseur defending. Shoots the three. It's hauled in by Paris. Ahern left side. Kicks it out to MP. 18 feet out. And there it is.
That's 2 for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
Pass to Lambert. And again, it's Nanterre.
He had a big height advantage there.
Well, it's tough to bring a big man that far out from the hoop. That might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Let's see how they match up with it next time down the floor.
And he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Marchand outside. Lambert can't get it to go. That will count. And the first half now in the books. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 8. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. The one thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let him take over.
Outside Marks. Throws it up high. And the jam by Marks.
You know, Blake, it's hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
I don't think there's any wrong answer to that question. Sensational alley-oop.
Way to avoid the question.
Yeah, come on, Blake. Stop avoiding the question, all right? But, hey, you wouldn't know there's a team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Peltier outside. Pass to Lambert.
Looks good is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 attempts.
It's just a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the court, guys.
And here's MP from the arc. Yes, and a nice assist from Elich.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keep it really simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
Pass to Peltier.
Wide open look. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
But they recover it.
And Dumont gets it to go.
So the captain of this Paris FC group, the methodical Pierre Dumont.
And Dumont is kind of the guy who always keeps his cool on the court. Never gets rattled and does all the little things.
When we talk to scouts, GMs, people in the NBA, it's almost a certainty Lambert will be playing in North America soon. Most projections, most people we talk to have him going probably early in the second round.
Again, it's Paris.
Nice bucket. But he should just go straight up with him instead of trying to fade away.
To the middle.
Here's Lambert. And Lambert with the slam.
Well, it's a good thing he showed up today because without him, they'd be in much deeper trouble.
Here's MP for 3. Drops in the tray.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Got that one up quick.
And you got to make some type of defensive adjustment because he is killing them from three-point range.
Yeah, and even when they have closed out on him, he's still knocking them down.
They got to change something.
Marchand, defended by Elich. Elich the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Elich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
The three-pointer is on target.
They've hardly needed anyone else to get out to this lead. He's provided almost all their offense.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Peltier outside.
Drills it from outside.
An assertive shot from Peltier. He was looking to hit them with the answer triple.
The fadeaway.
A rebound by Chauvet. Outside Marks. Pass to Lambert.
Plenty of space. And he gets the jumper to drop.
Well, that's why many think Lambert will be drafted in the upcoming NBA draft. He's such a great shooter.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Marks with the ball.
6 points for him.
Outside Chauvet.
And it's off from three-point range.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage, but they can't count on him missing.
He's got to go right back to that shot. That's showing good court awareness. MP just takes what the defense gives him. This should be the last possession of the quarter.
If their clock management is good, it will be.
Well, he's been the key to their offense with the way he shot the ball.
Yeah, his percentage today is outstanding. He's not the only one who's put them in this hole.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Paris FC basket ahead. And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are...
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Here's Beaumarchais. And out of bounds, Paris will take it. And it's it's Paris with the ball. MP outside.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, when we watch him here in Europe, MP always seems to find some daylight to get his shot off.
Here's Beaumarchais.
For three. Sinks the three-pointer.
They've got to talk to each other on defense. I mean, clearly an error, not getting out there on him, and he's a great three-point shooter.
Here's MP. Again, it's Paris.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Pass to Lambert. And Lambert with the slam.
We're seeing a big night from Lambert. With every bucket, that draft stock goes up. The combination of size and shooting is tantalizing.
MP, it's good.
He's had such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting him this lead late.
Yeah, his shooting percentage is through the roof. So dependable here today.
And without him, who knows where they would be. Maybe tried to get a little too fancy on that one.
Yeah, unless the alley-oop is wide open, never a good idea to force it.
You said that right.
Beaumarchais. Oh, rejected by the Fuel. Pass to Mad. MP
Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range.
You know, that short corner three, it's a shot that MP has really been working on.
Now a timeout called by Nanterre. Pass to Beaumarchais.
Down low.
Here's Blanchet.
He's the one guy you do not want to stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And here's MP from the arc. Another three for Paris.
Yeah, that's just incredible ball handling by MP. Pushing the defender off balance to create space for himself.
Drains the three-pointer.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Good on the triple.
And there's MP's competitive nature coming out. So he just had to answer that last three.
Over to the wing.
Pass to Cat.
Let's go with a three.
And Nanterre elite another three.
No matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to cut it.
And here's MP from the arc.
And he's good on the three ball.
He's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Here's Cat.
To the left side wing.
And again, Nanterre with the triple.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he'll knock down an open shot like that.
And MP again.
To the paint.
Here's Blanchet. Rejected by MP.
You talk about pride. MP was not letting him in the lane.
And Paris, another triple.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
They got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Stupendous. Save that one. I want to see it again.
Just beautiful. Give it to us over and over again.
Can we see it again?
Please, can we see it again? I mean, you are not going to top that alley-oop. It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been deadly.
Pass to Girard.
Makes it off the glass.
This run really not doing them any good, coming as late as it has.
Yeah, but give them credit for showing the fight they're showing, Tim. It would have been real easy to just throw in the towel by now.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a loss, probably.
Here's MP.
Yep, that one goes.
That's just what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the defense with that one.
And that'll do it. Paris FC.
MP, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting?
Yeah, for sure. I'm playing against professionals now. They're physical, and they know how to use that strength. They're smart as well. They just process the game much quicker. but that's what I wanted. I'm here to become the best player I can be, and to do that, you have to go up against the best comp. You can't find this anywhere else.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Ben.
Nah, not a focus per se, but I know who he is.
MP, I want to put a little something in your ear, okay?
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. We've got FBSL action coming your way. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefiteni. We welcome you to our coverage of Paris FC versus Strasbourg here on 2K Sports.
And the name that everyone is here to watch is Vincent Leduc. This guy is one of the top prospects in all of France. We are so excited to see what he can do out on this floor.
Yeah, and Leduc might be one of the best that France has to offer. But Paris has an American prospect with MP.
Yeah, Paris, they're so excited about the development of MP. They think he is every bit as talented as Leduc, and tonight they have a chance to prove it. Well, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Leduc might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such great length. He can just rise up and create separation for the three.
Three-pointer. That shot off. We played just over a minute here in the first, and it's good for two.
And as you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
And you look at the Strasbourg team, they aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
That lob came from a mile away and was right on the money.
Woo, talk about long-distance connection.
And what incredibly soft hands to make that catch and lay it in, too.
Pass to Vasseur.
From the line, and it's in.
That's a shot Vasseur can get anytime he wants, that little midi.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
Yeah, 4-point game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
What a performance. It seems like every three he shoots is falling for him. He's just in the zone right now.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he's used his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Now here's Leduc.
Pass to Miller. The three. Vasseur. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, playing with a high motor, Vasseur kept it alive, and he paid off.
Pulls it. And
Paris tacks on 2 more.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now here's Roquefort. Pass to Leduc.
down low.
Vasseur.
Low block shot on the way. The bank shot, no good.
Paris with the lead. And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
Now here's Leduc. Vasseur inside. Covered by MP. Some solid D there from MP.
Shoots a fader. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
They couldn't have dreamed of a much better start than they've had here tonight.
Yeah, they came in with a tremendous offensive game plan. It's worked perfectly, and what a lead they already have to show for it.
And you got to give credit to this coaching staff as well. They came into this game prepared perfectly.
Now here's MP.
23 points in the game.
Here's Dumont.
Yep, that goes.
Beautiful positioning from Dumont, setting himself up for success on the offensive glass.
Leduc with it. Picked up by Ahern.
Fires from the line.
Offensive rebound, Strasburg.
And down it goes. 2 points.
He is tireless, guys. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 14.
And welcome back to the second quarter of this match. Strasburg calls timeout. And out of bounds, Strasburg will take it.
Really careless turnover. That should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
The answer 3 from MP. Listen, he never backs down. MP is a guy who's had to earn everything.
Vasseur misses. Now here's MP.
Tight defense on him.
Again, it's Paris.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let him take over.
Pass to Leduc. Here's Leon.
Off target from outside.
MP outside.
Fader on the way. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this league might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Outside Lemieux. Leduc. Here's Vasseur. Rejected by MP.
You talk about pride. MP was not letting him in the lane.
Here's Leon. Guarded by Dumont. Here's Vasseur. Rejected by MP.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
No coverage that time.
You gotta appreciate the decisiveness Leduc showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
And Paris tacks on 2 more.
He is definitely making his presence felt here in the first half, shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Monsieur. Rejected by MP. And it's out of bounds to Strasburg as they're able to retain possession.
From deep. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Delivering the blowout. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Again, it's Paris.
You love MP's tenacity. He outplays the defense and gets himself a nice look.
Pass to Leduc.
The 3 is up. That shot off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems. Just on fire from beyond the arc.
And it seems like just about all his points are coming from downtown.
Now here's Monsieur. Again, the miss by Strasburg Basket Pro. MP with it. He's picked up by Leduc. Here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Paris.
Starting to pull away here. They're putting some points up.
Yeah, this one's threatening to get out of hand pretty soon.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting 5.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game-ready just yet.
Screen by Illich.
5 to shoot.
Here's Dumont. And Paris tacks on 2 more.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Pass to Roquefort. Leduc.
No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
And here's MP from the arc. And Paris, another triple.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Pass to Lemuel. Monsieur. Outside Leduc. Monsieur with the screen. Strasburg again missing.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Up top, Monsieur. Pass to Lemuel. Leduc.
Clock at 6.
And here's Monsieur.
Shot to stop the drought.
Here's Roquefort.
And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Roquefort is someone you have to box out. He really earned that offensive rebound.
Right here.
Pass to MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Monsieur for 3. And it's MP with the rebound.
He has disappeared this quarter, not making a mark at all with his offense.
You know he'll be happy to get this period over and done with and just start fresh.
His three has just been so pure, draining one after another.
Outside Vasseur. Roquefort. Good on the shot.
Putting that size to work in the painted area. Roquefort just going for it.
What a showing we've seen from MP. He's clearly had more of an impact on the game than Ledoux.
It seems like MP has stepped it up a notch, maybe trying to show that he's the guy to watch instead of Ledoux. For whatever the reason, there is no question. He's been a force on offense with the ball in his hands.
And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already.
Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between...
So both teams changing it up here. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Pass to Mad. MP.
Hook shot on the way. And there it is.
Down low, MP looking confident, ready to cash in.
Here's Miller. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it.
Outside Ledoux.
6 to shoot. The three-pointer is on target.
Clean three-point shot from Ledoux. Focused and under control.
Here's MP. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And here's Strasburg. Pass to Lemuel.
Tries again.
Roquefort.
Wow. MP said no way and blocked that shot with authority.
Puts up a three.
It's rebounded by Strasburg. Miller outside. Outside Vasseur. They double him with MP. And there's a foul called on MP.
That will be his second foul of the game. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
I love MP's dedication on the defensive end. He does all he can to make things hard on the shooter.
And he's good on the three ball.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game, guys, and he is not wasting any chances.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the game, just keep feeding him the rock.
Ledoux for three.
Nope. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9.
Get on MP.
Here's MP for three. Another three for Paris.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Rejected by MP.
Launches a three.
The rebound by Roquefort. Pass to Ledoux. Here's Vasseur. And the dunk by Vasseur.
The power from Vasseur. Making a little statement there.
MP left side.
And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fade away at home.
They set the pick. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Ledoux can't hit.
Maybe he thinks he can shoot his way out of this cold spell. But me personally, I don't think that's the case. Somebody tell him it's time to give up the three.
Outside Ledoux. That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC.
Vincent Ledoux is considered one of France's best playmakers, but you...
That if you don't know about me, you're going to find out. Vince...
On top of outplaying Ledoux, you helped lead Paris to victory.
Yeah, at some point I just felt that...
And lastly, you put together quite the highlight reel tonight. What prompted such enthusiasm?
Most of it is in.
How was the escort go?
Austin, bro, them things was bussin'. I mean, it's basically.
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle-Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospect?
L'Aigle means eagle, right?
L'Aigle.
L'Aigle means eagle, right? Yeah, so dude can soar, no doubt. Great finisher. But we gotta deny him the ball, because he knows how to get to the cup once he gets the rock.
This is a do-or-die game for Paris.
You're right, Miss Mueller. That's a big deal for us.
What a view of Paris. We are live here in one of the world's most iconic cities for tonight's game. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's FBSL action between Paris FC and Marseille. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. Guys, this should be a fun one.
It's old versus new here. I mean, it's an interesting one. Veteran Marseille on one side, looking to steal a win against the youth movement of Paris FC.
And tonight, Paris needs this victory to qualify for the EBA tournament.
Well, certainly a lot on the line for MP and the rest of the Paris squad. But I know that Louis Dupont and Marseille would love the chance to play the spoiler here in front of a rowdy Parisian crowd.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given moment.
From deep, another three for Paris.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
Without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them, and the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
Clearly, they had a pretty good grasp for the game plan coming into this one.
I know it's early, Tim, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something changes quickly.
Absolutely.
Now here's Bourgeois. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Ahern. And now Paris on the break. And here's MP from the arc. And Paris, another triple.
Well, you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point. The youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
Boy, I'm not sure what that was about. Talk about a brain cramp.
That's just completely out of left field. He lost all sense of the time and the situation.
It's got to be better than that.
And Lucky 7 drops right in. He's perfect from the floor, 7 for 7.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
Okay, to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane.
Count that one.
What a finish from DuPont inside.
Now Paris FC basket with it. And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, DuPont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
Now here's Bourgeois.
Looking for his first basket still in this one. Shot clock at 6. Up top, Parker. From the top of the key, he buries it.
I like seeing the unselfish approach from Bourgeois right there. More than willing to share the wealth.
Here's MP. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
Beyond the arc, good, and he's 10 for 10 from the field.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside it. Yeah, well, he's an undersized center, but he more than compensates for it with some serious leaping ability.
It's good from long range.
They are doing some damage from downtown, guys.
Which is the main reason they're sitting on this huge early lead. What shooting.
Just an aerial display from beyond the arc.
Oh, and a slam by MP. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Running away with it. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome back to Paris for the second quarter.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Timeout called, Paris. Pass to Riyard. Bourgeois. Breeze ball, long range.
Here's Parker. Rejected by MP.
You talk about fraud. MP was not letting him in the lane.
And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city. Obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
That's 2 for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
Pass to Bourgeois.
The rebound by Zadirko.
And it's Paris with the ball.
Here's MP for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
They are putting the hammer down. Just a huge lead for them.
And it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense, because it has all been working for them.
Yeah, to build this lead, you have to do both.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Launches it.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents, and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land. but MP has done that and then some.
Now here's Parker. 12 points for him. Over to the left wing to end the run. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
You could see Parker liked the angle he found. His shot was there, and he knew it.
MP, it's good.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Now here's Barrow.
He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
MP outside. And Paris, another triple. And you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, you talk about the start of the season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
Another three for Paris.
Showing good court awareness. MP just takes what the defense gives him.
Barrow outside. Pass to Bourgeois. Brisebois, covered by Portier.
Fires the three.
Brisebois, and it's good.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed.
MP inside, working on Parker, and MP gets it to go.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
Parker a screen.
Pulls it from 20.
Rejected by MP.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Just dominating this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
If you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille Basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be, but basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here in the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Now here's Bourgeois.
To the paint.
Rejected by MP.
Wow. MP said no way and blocked that shot with authority.
Nailed from three-point land.
He's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Brisebois with the ball. Barrow outside.
And so they foul intentionally. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. Fires from deep. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Well, you have to love the confidence on display from MP. He knows how dangerous he can be off the catch.
And here's Marseille. And what a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And not for lack of effort, Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition. And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They're fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Got that one up quick.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
And Paris, another triple.
He came out of the locker room smoking. Great second half from him so far.
Down low. Harris grabs the miss. For three. Another three for Paris.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Wawa lays it up and banks it in.
Very clever passing. He put the ball on a silver platter for him.
Here's MP for three. They get the rebound. And the dunk by the Fuel.
That's his game, guys. Battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chances.
And crashing in hard. Man, oh man. He put an exclamation point on that dunk.
And that's the guy you want to box out.
Yeah, and that's the only way he knows how to do it, Blake. Hard. And soft just isn't in his vocabulary, even though I know it's in yours, Tim.
Whoa, whoa.
Now here's Zadirko. 4 on the shot clock. And he lays it straight in.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Pass to Blackburn. To the middle. Dumont. Oh, slam dunk by Dumont.
Explosive leaping ability.
That was pretty, and he just has the effortless knack for getting inside.
It's almost like his home is the paint.
Yeah, and if the painted area is his home, then he's sure living comfortably. I mean, you'd hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
2 points. That one goes in.
Well-executed possession and a well-controlled shot.
And here's Paris. The tray. And Paris, another triple.
Agile move by MP there. He keeps the ball on a string and throws the defender off completely.
Pass to Dupont. Here's Blackburn. Back to Dupont. Left side Dumont. And it's MP with the rebound. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The shot's good.
You love MP's tenacity. He outplays the defense and gets himself a nice look.
Pass to Riyard. To the inside. Oh, slam dunk by Dumont.
Fed his teammate off the bounce there. Nice work.
MP outside. For three. Buries the long-range jumper.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Here's Dumont. Oh, slam dunk by Dumont.
This run really not doing them any good, coming as late as it has.
Yeah, but give them credit for showing the fight they're showing, Tim. It would have been real easy to just throw in the towel by now.
Yeah, but it's still going to be a loss probably. He just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
Pass to Riyard. Dumont. Rejected by MP. But they'll get another chance. Here's Blackburn. No good on the triple. MP outside. Lets the three fly. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, he scored over half their points so far. An unbelievable contribution.
The final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EVA tournament. And what?
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it?
It feels incredible. Oh man, this.
Seems like just yesterday I was trying to convince you to come to Europe. Now here we are, about to play Istanbul for the EBA Championship.
Austin, you keep popping up on me, and you realize I almost fired you for less, right?
Yeah, I was there. I remember.
All right, but I mean, I guess you kind of knew what you were doing.
Well, it only worked because you have what it takes. No, seriously, you earned everything you're about to get, MP. And if you take home this chip, you're gonna get a lot more.
When? But right now I need to know what the NBA draft is looking like.
There's been some upward movement, you know, nothing too drastic. But if you put on a legendary performance in this tournament, who knows? You might get yourself in the first round.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament, the most experience. Strongest will win. I expect them to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP?
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
I'm feeling very, very confident all of a sudden. Usually when your opponent tries to intimidate you, it's because they know you're better than them. So yeah, I'd say I'm feeling pretty great right now.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul Basketball?
I've watched the game tape on them. I know they've got some quality players, but I've played against some of the best players across the world in multiple countries. And I'm confident my game is better. This is what you spend all those hours in the gym for, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
MP, hier, bitte. Ich habe eine Frage.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA Championship between Paris FC and Istanbul Basketball. I'm Blake Suniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. It's winner take all here, and the Kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Here's Ganesh. Rejected by MP.
That's just incredible defensive timing from MP. He understands when to go after those blocks.
Pass to Kaya. Fires the three. Drains the three-pointer. And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the Kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now Portier. Ahern outside. Guimont. Portier left side. 4 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the way up.
Many are wondering what the future holds for MP after this title game. A lot of options for him with the way he's shown out this year.
And whether he stays here in Europe or if he returns home to the States, nobody can be sure. But what is clear is that he's upped his profile as a player and is now a wanted prospect.
Who's stopping Ganesh in there? Seriously. These are the types of buckets that Istanbul has to rack up.
Here's MP for 3. Istanbul basketball with the rebound.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
Kaya. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Got to be impressed with the level of concentration Kaya has. Excellent job working through the physical coverage.
And MP gets it to go. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
Outside Guvan. Here's Ganesh. And Illich pulls it down. And what a journey it's been for MP with this team. And over the season, he's earned the respect of the vets.
And it's not just the vets on his team, but around Europe, the other vets, they're taking notice as well. And that says something about MP. He doesn't get too ahead of himself, allowed himself to be taught, be coachable, and now he's a force.
Now here's Guvan.
To the paint. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
It goes on Ahern.
Hard-nosed ball inside by Toprak. You need these types of plays in this EBA championship.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's MP for 3.
That one doesn't go either for MP. Istanbul with the lead. Guimont with the steal. Pass to MP.
Launches it. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And so much drama hanging in every possession here of a winner-take-all title game.
And that's part of the magic of the EBA championship. It's not a 7-game series. You only get one shot at this. Anybody can be the hero today.
It's rebounded by Istanbul. Pass to Ganesh.
Over MP, but he recovers it.
Wow, MP said no way and blocked that shot with authority.
From deep, makes the bucket. He's now got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
When you have a big man who can shoot from distance like that, it is such a huge bonus.
And here's Guimont.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Such a fiery competitor. Guvan wanted to hit him right back from the arc, so he just makes it happen.
Here's MP. Again, it's Paris.
Not many can argue Guvan is the star of this Istanbul side, arguably the best guard in Europe, and he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvan isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let him take over.
Pass to Ganesh. Rejected by MP.
And the shot goes in.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
cans it from downtown.
A three-pointer has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today, anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
3 point.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter.
Paris FC. And Istanbul making a change here. Paris with the lead. Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone on to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
Toprak with it. Picked up by Ahern.
Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. Good. First shot, first basket.
There's no shortage of moxie to Yilmaz's game. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets his hands on the ball.
From past the arc. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Takes the 3, connects from three-point range.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Pass to Gouval.
Let's go with a 3.
And Istanbul, another 3. And when you try to compare Gouval to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct one-for-one. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. I mean, there's not a lot of other guards that give you as much as Gouval gives the team. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good on that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far.
Kick out to Gouval.
Goes right through for bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does on the court, off the court. He just lives basketball.
That was from the parking lot. MP really showing off the range on that one.
Outside Toprak.
Fires from deep.
They get the rebound. Kaya.
And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
He's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled him to be the first guy to it and get the putback. I like to see that hustle.
And that concludes the first half.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They're up by 10. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA championship game gets underway. And one of the things you always love about the EBA championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
That's showing good court awareness. MP just takes what the defense gives him.
Oh! Finesse!
What a finish. And if that doesn't get him fired up, nothing will.
Just what the doctor ordered. Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
I think the prescription was done.
And that prescription could give them the injection of energy they've been looking for.
Yes, it's good.
He's done a ton to help this team, but he needs to do even more if they're going to have a chance to come back.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, that's just incredible ball handling by MP, pushing the defender off balance to create space for himself.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
14 points, their largest lead in the game.
Again, it's Paris.
It's been an excellent performance from the field for him.
To the middle. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
With his size, you have to love the way Anil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
It's Toprak on the wing. He's covered by Ahern. Toprak can't hit. And here's MP from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Well, that's why you can't leave someone open on Portier's team. He'll find them.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Inside,
Kaya. Oh, Kaya with the stuff.
He's doing his best to carry them, but he can only do so much. Things would be a lot different for them if he was getting a little bit more help.
Pass to MP. The tray. And Paris, another triple.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because you've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
And in this EBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Well, Gouvan might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The way he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
Here's Gouvan.
he's got 8. Just 5 on the clock.
Over Portier. And another one for Istanbul.
We know Gouvan is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team when he's out there.
People have compared Gouvan to Chris Paul in terms of the ways that he can elevate a ball club. He's got that sort of impact on a team where role players just play better.
Here's Toprak. Here's Ganesh. Pass to Gouvan.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks.
And it's MP missing.
As far as, a jumper will go, that's as... Rushing off the contact like it's nothing. Gouvan staying focused.
Tries the spin move.
Here's MP.
And he drops it in from the low post.
That's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team combined.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Running away with it. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports.
Welcome back. Only 1 quarter left to crown it.
We've played just over a minute here in the fourth quarter. And he's good on the 3 ball.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game, guys, and he is not wasting any chances.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the game, just keep feeding him the rock.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Korkmaz. That's foul number 2 for him. Both teams deciding to change it up.
And here's MP from the arc.
Hits it from 3-point range.
He came out of the locker room smoking. Great second half from him so far.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth.
Pass to Ganesh.
Here's Korkmaz.
That one's good, and Ganesh with the assist.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball at one end with their own.
A 3-point battle starting to take shape here.
The fader.
Again, it's Paris.
That's 2 for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
To the wing on the left.
The Sewer with the steal. MP the outside. And Paris, another triple.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove. That tray of his has been deadly.
Outside Toprak. Pass to Kaya.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
Here's Paris. And here's MP from the arc. Another three for Paris.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Now Toprak.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Pass to Korkmaz.
Here's Ganesh. Covered by MP. Again, the miss by Istanbul Basketball.
They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part? It gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
And it's Kaya missing.
I don't know if he was playing to the crowd or what, but no need for the fadeaway there.
It's good from long range.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
Releases.
Another three for Paris.
He's had a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light doesn't get much greener.
Outside Toprak. Ganesh.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Here's Matt.
Here's the Dirko. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Here's MP. Again, it's Paris.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Here's Axel. Ganesh. Covered by MP.
And it's good for two.
Well, defensively, you got to start considering maybe to double Ganesh, because right now he's destroying them in this big game.
And Istanbul Basketball with possession here. Here's Ganesh.
The shot from the low post is good.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Pass to MP.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Six to shoot. Oh, and a slam by MP.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Great job by his teammates.
Yeah, nothing extravagant about it, but there didn't have to be.
Time runs out, and it's Paris FC Basket who will be crowned as the
Let's go!
Yes, Miss Mueller.
MP.
It's been an incredible ride, Miss Mueller. I really fell in love with France.
MP.
We.
MP, what comes next for you? Will you enter the draft? Right now you're projected as a second rounder. Any chance you come back to FC Basket for another season?
I love France, but my goal is the NBA. If I had a chance to get drafted, Okay, since the beginning of the season. What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, and it's time to tell you what's going down on my socials for this half of the season. We're gonna focus on protecting home. Okay, how was that? What's up, Coach?
Nice to meet you, MP. I'm Coach Ray Hopkins. Welcome to the team.
Well, it is a special night for this young man, the home debut of MP. You know he's ready to show this fan base what he can do. Well. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. Tonight marks MP's NBA debut, and it's been a short but windy road for him. His basketball journey started in rural Vermont and then headed west for a stint in the WCBL High School Club League. From there, he played professionally in Europe before working his way to the bench of his NBA roster. He told me he still has a lot to prove to the world. And, guys, the next stage of this journey begins tonight. Back to you.
Beginning tonight for sure. Quite a story. Hey, thanks for the report. And here making his NBA debut tonight is MP, a native out of rural Vermont. And MP has had quite the path to get to the NBA.
Hey, what do they say? It's not where you came from. It's where you're headed. MP might hail from a state not known for producing basketball stars, but he's here now and has the right mentality from what I've seen.
On the floor for Miami, Khalil Ware is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Simone Fontecchio. And it's Smith in at the point. Shots good by Hero.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
18 feet out. MP again. MP's got 8.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Here's Hero. 13 points in the game. Nice shot by Smith.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's MP for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Where? It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Here's Fontecchio. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Magic lead by 8. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
They've got Howard. Black is out there with Desmond Bain. Then there's Wagner. And it's MP in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. The Heat trail by 10. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And, Shams, we appreciate the report.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
So, Greg, offensively for the Miami Heat, there is room for improvement.
Yeah, they realized they were in need of another elite shot creator. Aside from Tyler Hero, for all his growth, teams have been able to key in on him and dare anyone else to beat him.
And the Magic making a change here. Suggs is checked in. So Rozier will bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Ware. The shot from the low post is good. Ware's got 6.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate. Just sends the ball to an open shooter.
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
Powell outside. To the middle. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Black finds MP. From 18 feet away. And Rozier pulls it down. The Heat trail by 9. It's Powell on the wing. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Known as a ferocious scorer, Rozier is also solid at knowing when to give it up.
So for the Magic, Banchero comes in for Mo Wagner. And Wagner's subbed in for Black. And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Khalil Ware. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Heroes checked in for Fontecchio. And it's Mitchell in for Terry Rozier. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. 2 loud points for Bam.
MP, that's for 2. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. MP's got 24.
The shots are falling, and he is making it look easy.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
Anthony Black's checked in for the Magic. Heat also with a sub. Ware's checked in. Here's Adebayo. Lays it up and banks it in. Adebayo's got 10 points in the game.
And that is just focus on the rim. As you see, Adebayo having success inside, even against the strong defense.
Where they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Hero kicks to Mitchell, and he lobs it up toward the rim, where no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, the timing was a little bit off, and it forced the miss. And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Outside, Adebayo. Pass to Hero. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 16.
Well, that is practically automatic for a guy like Hero. If he sees an opening from the 3, he will not hesitate.
MP, that's for 2. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Ware. Good defense by MP. Orlando leading by 13. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From the arc. gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 37.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
And it's Ware in the corner. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. MP getting it done for Orlando. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Take a look at Orlando. You can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have... And turning back to our first half, things going well. Extremely well for the Magic.
Yeah,
and that is our...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next... The Magic. MP's checked in for Carter. Howard comes in for Wagner. And Black's subbed in for Jalen Suggs. 1:14 left here in the third quarter. On the floor for Miami, Jonas is out there with Fontecchio. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Khalil Ware. And it's Jovic in at the 4 slot. Yep, that one goes. Ware's got 10 points in the game.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks. He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
Pass to Ware. Oh, and he just jams it right over MP. Wow.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. Now Black. No scoring in this one. The three from MP. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Magic lead by 21.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's the three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
To the paint. And he dunks it down.
Well, he's mainly been a scorer throughout his career, but you like that Wiggins that time kept his head on a swivel.
Ball stolen. In transition, here comes Miami. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Magic out in front, running away with this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
It's got to be a sense of urgency right now, okay? Any kind of tip out or 50-50 ball, we got to own that.
GA, he's begging his guys to be more assertive in all aspects of the game.
And in close games, Coach Spo is solid at knowing how to get his guys to just kick it up a notch.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got MP. Franz Wagner is out there with Howard. Then there's Black. And it's Suggs in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And that one, good. MP's got 47 points. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add...
Connects again from distance.
Yeah, he's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Down low, here's Ware, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. The three from MP, yet another bucket.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
Pass to Jovic. There's a screen. Wiggins passes to Ware. No good on the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
MP, that's for two. And got it! Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
And we'll go courtside. Connects again.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
And when you talk about absolutely thrilling your fan base, MP has done it. I mean, this has been a game for the ages. We're sitting here.
And again for three.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
And we know how fans love the long ball, right? Especially his fans, because he can hit it from anywhere and go on unbelievable streaks like tonight. I mean, who does it better from distance? Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Good, another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And it's a four-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Fires the three. And another one.
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 70.
Connects again from distance.
And that is a three that will put him in the record book.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
15 threes for MP, passing that record from Klay Thompson back in 2018. An all-time performance
Boy, how lucky are we?
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
As we send you over to Jennifer Quintana from the sideline.
A truly exceptional performance tonight here, MP. You break 7.
Oh, wow.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Along with Tim.
MP, right here.
Ms. Harkins.
Thank you. Congratulations on this incredible record, MP. The most three-pointers ever made in a single game. When you made the shot to set the record, what went through your head?
Eyes on the rim. Are my shoulders squared up to the basket? Where's my release point? I know that's not glamorous, but what got me from being a nobody in Vermont to setting a record like this was never losing focus. Every single moment matters, you feel me? Can't let a single one slip away.
Amazing, thank you.
You're welcome.
MP, right here, MP.
I have a good question right here.
Good game, MP.
Time to talk endorsements. You're in the NBA now, so that opens up a lot of doors for us.
Yeah, okay, drop some knowledge on me, Austin.
Okay, now, the deals available to you are driven largely by your fan count. More fans you earn, more money you earn.
Hey, I was never good at math, but that sounds like a simple equation to me.
Right. But there's also the question of play style, right?
Okay.
Different brands want different types of players. Some are more interested in scoring, some are interested in defense, others team play.
So, the more I can do, the better endorsements I could get with anyone. Yeah, I mean, that all looks great.
Ball coming, ball coming. Tyrese. Good effort. Keep working. I got your help. Help me out.
So, let's talk about your passion projects, huh?
Yeah. My basketball anime. Tell me you found a studio.
We're not quite there yet, but we've made really good progress on that club league you wanted to start. I know, and I've been working to put together the right staff on the business side of things.
important for everyone to feel protected here and enjoy the game. And for my money, an NBA game is just the top.
We have great fans here. I like the family atmosphere.
Yes, management takes it very seriously, and so do we.
Generally, just a good vibe.
Right? Sure is. If we do our jobs right,
Starting to get hungry. Gotta go get some more seasoning.
So then we finished up brunch, had a nice little walk in the park nearby.
As the means of getting better. Sounds like a lovely weekend.
Secondary.
What'd you have for lunch? Defense.
Eggs Benedict. Players can't resist trying
I
to
love
help
good
what
eggs
they
Benedict.
do.
I'm a pancake man myself.
I hear you, but
Maybe we
sometimes
send
you
some
need
Steve
something
Nash
a little more
MVP season
substantial in the
few people ever did it better.
You're not going to the right places if the pancakes aren't substantial enough. I'll send you some restaurant recommendations.
That'd be great.
I'd like to go on a big trip after the season.
International?
Like Japan or Australia? Yeah, Japan. I want to see Tokyo. And I love seeing those steakhouses they have on TV.
One other time.
Plus, I'd like to see one of those cat cafes.
You're joking.
No, they look super cool. There are even vending machines for treats and stuff.
He's gotten some
I
good
like
breaks.
cats, but I don't usually vacation for them.
In 2021, there were 109 international players on NBA rosters.
Pretty close to 20%.
Canada, Australia, France, and Germany making the top four.
I like one photo.
Well, how many countries total?
It was like 39 last year, and it's likely to expand.
I'd like to see each of us try to schedule 2 international visits next month. Talk to your teams and let me know how we should split our time.
Sounds good. I'll have my itinerary set by Monday. Definitely exciting times, right? Developing our player of the
Happy Friday night, everyone. Time to kick off the weekend with the NBA on 2K Sport. Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the center. And for Orlando, Suggs and Bane team up as the backcourt. He's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Suggs. Atlanta also making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Alexander Walker in for Daniels. And we'll send you courtside for more on MP's unforgettable performance.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in a game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best feeling in the world." And it was so much fun to watch, guys.
No doubt, sure was. Thanks for that. And reaching the NBA, a lifelong dream for MP. He's put in the work to get here. Spent a season in France playing for Paris FC to develop his skills.
And what better place to develop your skills than with Paris FC? Over the last decade, a ton of great French prospects have gotten their start there, and maybe MP might be the first American to jumpstart his career with them.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other 2, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
A star on the rise. Shams, appreciate the report. And another 3 for Orlando.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, wasted no time on that one. MP's got 14 points.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Young, the pass to Johnson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists tonight.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
MP's shot is good.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Magic.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Anthony Black out there with Desmond Bain. Then it's MP, and it's Howard in at the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Clock at 6. Outside, Alexander Walker. The rebound by MP.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Well, with Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Clark, his versatility may be his greatest asset.
Yeah, I agree with you there, B.A. I mean, he can initiate the offense if he needs to. He can certainly score off the catch and make plays off the dribble. He's got good positional size at about 6'5", and he can guard multiple positions.
Jalen Suggs comes in for Howard, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Daniels is checked in. Pass to Porzingis. A shot to stop the run, and he takes it up and lays it in. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
For all that's said about his perimeter work, Porzingis benefits a lot when he's making an impact inside. That makes defending him all the more challenging.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Now Daniels, 5 points in the game, right wing. Right side, Porzingis. Now here's Alexander Walker. Black defending, top of the key. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 5 rebounds in the game. The three, good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Porzingis. Over Wagner. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And it's 7 points for Kristaps Porzingis.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Orlando making some changes. Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Wagner. And Franz Wagner's subbed in for Black. Atlanta also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Krejci. And it's Young in for Alexander Walker. Young looking around. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Outside Johnson. Johnson a screen on Bain. Back to Porzingis. Pass to Okongwu. There's the three. Counted from distance. Okongwu's got 5.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
And again for 3.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Back to Young. Fires for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Connects again from distance.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been. Oh, MP with a block.
Big-time point-blank denial there by MP. Great reaction.
Good. Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Johnson a screen on Suggs. There's Young with the three. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Yeah, I mean, test the...
And again for three.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Okongwu, a screen on Suggs, and a deep three from Young. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Magic opening up a huge gap. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Yeah, these guys are dialed in, getting to their spots and taking their shots.
Great rhythm to their offense. And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective. That does it for half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game... Orlando ends up going with a new group. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got, Alexander Walker and Rizache fill out the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. And it's Young in at the one. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you so much. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There's a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Back to you."
They've got their fans fired up. All right, thank you, Allie. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Pass to Porzingis. Fires from deep. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And right now, they're plus...
Yet another bucket.
A 60-piece. Oh, my goodness. And it's not his first of the year.
Well, he's tied for the 4th most 60-point games during a single season. It's incredible. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Porzingis.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
And here's MP from outside. Hits the trifecta. MP's got 13 in the second half.
MP showing you the ability to stop on a dime for that pull-up J.
Pass to Rizache for three. And he can't get that one. And so it's Orlando. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we return to the action as the single-game record for three-pointers is being rewritten.
Give this man his flowers. He is putting on a game for the ages.
Hey, we all know what a special talent MP is. But it still blows all of us away, I think, to see what he's capable of on a night like this.
They've got Mo Wagner. He's out there with MP. And it's Howard in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. And the Magic shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Johnson. And Atlanta misses again. Here's Orlando. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. It's game 3 of a trifecta at home. A nice shot by MP.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops. It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Daniels outside. Off target from three-point range.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a...
And yes, another basket.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. MP way outside. And another 3 for Orlando.
Really rare to see a young fella let it fly like that from range, but MP has got the confidence already.
Alexander Walker with it. He's against Howard. And it's Krejci missing. And the Magic with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Good! That's another bucket!
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What a remarkable night.
Boy, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team.
And good! There's another!
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
Well, he's cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. Either way, he is having a night to remember.
Another one goes! Incredible!
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
Hey, and that score moves him into 2nd place for most points in a game.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game we'll be talking about for decades.
Pure from 3-point range.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Okongwu. Outside Johnson. Sends it home from 3-point land.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Magic.
Absolute fireworks display. High-scoring game. They were unstoppable, Grant.
Yeah, just relentless from start to finish. And the pace was furious. Ultimately, they wore out the other team.
And this one concludes with their 2nd victory of the year.
A solid win for them here in the first of 4 meetings this season. They've come out and set the tone against Atlanta.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Oh, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Lets it go. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Pass to Okongwu. Lets the 3 fly. And Johnson is good for 3.
He has 0 hesitation from Johnson, trusting his shot.
And here's MP from outside. And another 3 for Orlando.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And so they foul intentionally. Free throws good. Young. And both free throws good for Young. Now a timeout called by Orlando. There's 6 seconds left to play in the 4th. All right, guys, what's your take?
and they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Guys, what do you think?
And they're hoping to wrap this one up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break? You cannot go getting teed up in this manner. I mean, that's just uncalled for and unnecessary. You've got to maintain some composure there.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily.
Thanks, guys. We've seen a lot of impressive performances from you, MP, but tonight...
Yeah, the thing about video games is they're art, and art imitates life. You know, I'm out here playing against flesh and blood hoopers. I'm getting double and triple teamed. So if I make it look easy, you know, that's what it is, but it's really hard work. This definitely ain't no video game, but they'll put it in the next one.
Well, hard work is paying off, MP. Well, over to you, B.A.
Okay, Jennifer, thanks a lot. Well, folks, that...
RMP, how does it feel to know the first 10,000 fans in the arena?
Hey, I just texted MP. 80-point game is crazy.
Coming up next, the Magic taking on the Bulls. For the Magic, so far this season has been all roses with 2 straight wins. Can they extend the streak? And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning.
For the Magic, MP comes in for Bane. And it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. We know MP never misses a chance to show up for his team's fans. And this season, he's going the extra mile by committing to winning every home game he plays in. That's a pretty bold objective.
And I have to respect MP's attitude. Taking aim at such an ambitious goal. Being rock solid at home is going to take a lot of focus and hard work from this squad. But if anyone can lead them to being one of the more dominant home teams around, it's MP.
So the Bulls 5 right now, right on the wing along with Okoro. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Giddey in at the point guard. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
I asked MP how they'd be approaching home games this season, and he said, I told my guys, we have to do better this year, period. When the game is in our house, we owe it to our fans to win it. Guys, I can get the feeling this isn't going to be an easy stop on the road for anyone.
Thanks. MP always working for his fans, always working for the people. You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European title with a win over a very very stacked Istanbul team.
To get experience like that, playing in a championship against other professionals, that's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of it.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
White finds Vucevic. Safety move, and Vucevic throws it down.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Banchero up top. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
MP getting it done for the Magic. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
And front and center on the latest issue of Time Magazine, who other than MP?
And he's been making headlines, turning pages and turning heads. And the story just about writes itself.
So for Chicago right now, Dosunmu is out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Kevin Huerter. Then it's Jalen Smith. And it's Asenge in at the four-man position. Pass to MP. And Howard has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Bucket is good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
The kick out to Bain. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bain's got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Franz Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Jalen Suggs comes in for Howard. And the Bulls making a change here. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Bounce pass from Okoro. And it's Smith missing. Magic leading by 12. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, it took a while this summer, but the Bulls were finally able to get an extension done with their bright young point guard, Josh Giddey. In a buyer's market, they could afford to bargain for a team-friendly deal. And after some overreaches in the past, their disciplined approach stands out.
A good strategy. Thank you, Shams. Well, you know, something we just have to mention here. Tonight was MP bobblehead night. I mean, I've got him. You got him. How do you think they got his likeness? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Personally, I love it.
It looks enough like him. I mean, I've seen some rough bobbleheads in my day. The kind where you don't even know who it's supposed to be. Same goes for some of the statues they've made recently.
Over to the wing. Black finds MP. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Lob pass to Wagner. It's stolen by Buzelis. Buzelis sets a screen for Giddey. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Orlando.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Orlando making some changes. Banchero's checked in for Desmond Bain. And it's Howard in for Black. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. And it's Kobe White in for Jones.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to White. Now Giddey. Okoro setting the pick for Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Out of bounds, Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Shot clock at 2. They get it back. Vucevic. And the rejection by MP.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Monday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons.
And for that matchup with the Wizards, it's going to be their 7th outing on the year. You feel the team will continue to round into form.
Baines checked in for Orlando.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vooch setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. Plenty of space. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 8 rebounds in this game.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
And so it's the Orlando Magic finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The 3-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Orlando Magic.
They're clicking offensively, making the right decisions, and, of course, making shots.
And they say it's a make-or-miss league.
And now let's take a glance. And that concludes.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this... Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. MP's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. Howard's checked in for Bain. And Black's subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Jones checked in for Chicago. RJ, one defensive stat that teams are tracking these days, deflections. Why do you think that's so important to him?
Well, it's a measure of your activity and disruption. Even if you don't get the steal, messing up the flow of a team's offense can be so impactful.
Wagner is out there with Wagner. Then it's MP. Then there's Anthony Black. And it's Howard in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Wagner from long range. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Howard against White. Pass to Vucevic. Launches it. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
You gotta love the response by Vooch. That's how you get your revenge.
Howard finds MP. And Wagner has it in the corner. Back to MP. To the paint. That's good from Wagner on the assist by MP. Wagner's got 12 in the game. .36 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. The Magic making a switch here. De Silva's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in for Okoro. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Josh Giddey comes in for Kobe White. Shot clock at 6. Jones dishes to Smith. Hits it from three-point range. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
MP passes to Wagner. To the middle. And here is MP. And so it's Orlando in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Kevin Huerter. Josh Giddey is out there with Trey Jones. Then it's Dosunmu, and it's Smith in at the center. No one near Huerter as he lets it fly. And the 3 off target.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Great burst. MP is tough to stop once he gains a step.
Pass to Huerter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And you think about the balance of power between the conferences. How about this, Greg? In the last 26 years, there have only been 3 Eastern Conference teams favored to win the NBA Finals.
2011 Heat, the 2013 Heat, and then the 2024 Boston Celtics. So for those arguing for top 16 seeding in the playoffs, this might be your go-to stat.
The defense had the pass well anticipated. They know the offense wants to get that ball inside.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Magic?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also made a point to protect the rim tonight. All game long, they've been challenging or blocking shots.
Nice shot by Smith.
Tremendous vision. Passing out of the shot, that's great decision-making.
It's off his foot, and the ref's saying he kicked it. Vucevic checked in for Kevin Huerter. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. MP way outside, and another 3 for Orlando.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Buzelis is checked in for Jalen Smith. Okoro comes in for Dosunmu. And it's White in for Jones.
That's a young, creative mind right there. Getting P doing work.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And you hear about the second apron, bringing both financial and basketball-related penalties. Richard, you think that shrinks the window for contending teams?
It's going to force some very, very tough decisions. We've already seen teams making adjustments to put themselves in a better financial position. Those penalties, they're aggressive.
Inside. With the shot. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
To the inside. Here's Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got 6 assists in the game. And here's MP for 3. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 15 points in just the second half. Pass to Vucevic. In the corner, it's Buzelis. Giddey kicks to Okoro. The wide open look here for Vucevic. MP grabs the miss.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Okoro passes to White. Here's Vucevic, 6 to shoot. Good on the shot. Vucevic has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Magic.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Right the pass to Okoro. Now here's Vucevic. And he uses the glass on the layup.
No question, Vucevic is locked in right now, just giving a ton of energy on that offensive end.
MP, that's for 2. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Shot, high post. It drops.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He shouldered almost the entire load to them offensively.
And so it's Orlando taking this one.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on... If you watch any level of ball... Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks a lot. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony...
All right, it's a big win for you guys tonight at home. Fans were lit. How you feeling about MP?
Incredible, bro. I love that energy from the fans, you know? I'm always trying to rep for this team, for this city. And tonight, real talk, bro, they showed me love right back. And it's a great feeling.
Mm-hmm. How you doing in your goal dominating the home court?
Oh, yeah, tonight was a good start. We just got to keep that same energy. Not after night.
So, you feeling any better about the bobblehead after?
I have to say, I didn't expect this to happen so soon.
Hey fans, it's MP here to talk about a cause that's near.
MP's going to support.
Hi, everyone. What a great night for some hoops with a little more on the line. And the Magic this summer going and getting some shooters, Shams.
They've got some guys that can clearly fill it up. The headline move being for Desmond Bane, and then drafting Jace Richardson. They may not have that length we're accustomed to seeing at that guard position, but they have the depth when it comes to their shooting range. They still have Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner to hold it down on the wings.
Well, as the saying goes, got to give the people what they want. MP is looking to reward his hometown fans' dedication by putting on a show. And most importantly, bringing home a win. Not just tonight, but he's determined to win a ton here at home.
Yeah, MP is making a point. Protect the home floor, establishing a home court advantage, and that's something this team wants to get set in stone. MP hopes this is a goal that will be adopted by every player on his team for a season-long effort.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Anthony Simons. And it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And something close to my heart going on tonight. It's Dunks for Dollars here in the arena, a charity that helps local dog shelters.
Well, I think we all can agree that this is one of the best nights at the arena. They raise so much money and for such a good cause. A lot of very happy pups out there because of the efforts of this organization.
And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting five in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You know, it seems his moment has arrived. Thanks.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
He buries it from 3. And Shams, with younger teams like OKC taking the reins, new stars for fans to get acquainted with. Any concern there for the league?
You know, BA, I think the parity in all these young up-and-coming players is good, and it would probably be more of a concern if these young teams weren't as formidable. But listen, stars like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they have had their heyday. You want to see that next generation of players ready to carry the mantle, whether that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cooper Flagg, the list goes on.
Out to Simons. Nice ball movement by Boston. White for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. And so MP will bring it up for Orlando. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Orlando making a switch here. Black's checked in. Celtics trail by 8. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Now here's White. Pass to Simons. Down low. Here's Queta.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure. They can get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. Oh, nice shot by MP.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Walsh. Back to Simons. The 3 ball. And it's MP with a rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
From outside the arc. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
MP smart enough to know he doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
Pritchard finds Simons. MP with the block. There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. Drops in the 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Pritchard. Will it go? Again, Simons missing.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this kid.
And here's MP from outside. He drops it from range. MP's got 33 points.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And, guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him add to that point total.
Queta, pass to Brown. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan...
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's the Magic. Big group substitution here for Orlando. MP's checked in for Batase. Paolo Banchero comes in for Carter. Wagner's checked in for De Silva. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. And Shams, as always, it was a pleasure to have you with us here tonight. Thanks for making the time, man.
Of course, B.A. Call me anytime. Let's do this again. I'm always available for you, B.A.
And best to call, text, email, or send a snail mail.
All of the above.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't need a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
On the floor for Boston. White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Minot in at the 4. And here's Brown for 3. Orlando with the rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Simons left side, and he converts the layup. Simons got 7.
Oh, my. You have to respect the aggressiveness he plays with. Ooh.
And so it's the Orlando Magic with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insight.
Checking out Boston. They should win this one. But we always talk about these trap games where a team comes in thinking that they could just walk away.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Orlando Magic.
They've imposed their will.
That's it for us.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his
connects again from distance.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown.
Well, it seems like Simons is always keeping his options open, always willing to make the pass instead of taking the shot.
Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, BA, and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at
ends up going with a new group. Timeout called, the Magic. On the floor for Boston. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Gonzalez in at the 3 spot.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Pritchard surviving the D. Pass to Garza. This one for three. It's rebounded by Wagner.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And here's MP from outside. Good! Another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And again for three.
And he's topped his own personal best. A new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. MP, that one's good.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has...
So both teams making some changes here. A three from the inbound. The rebound, Celtics.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
White on the wing. Back to Brown. Offline with a three. Orlando with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. A nice shot by MP.
Well, you got to get out on the young man, or else MP will just rack him up.
Here's Keita. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Hits yet again. Wow!
Another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for fourth most 60-point games in league history.
He's one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. I don't think you can make an argument against that. Orlando has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Magic.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
He's a true team-first guy. White is all about finding the team the best scoring chance he can.
2 open that time. Made it look easy.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's Simons with a 3. Orlando with a rebound. MP outside, puts up a 3. And again!
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. So no problem for Orlando as they get the win. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
All right, let's send it over courtside to Dominic Hamill.
Some things never get old. And watching someone score 70 is one of them. What are you seeing differently on a night like this versus a night you scored 20?
I'm seeing the...
BA, over to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Dominic. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill.
60 is serious.